Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to Slow Jam on the radio. Even though this is not the radio, you know what I mean. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna do a little story time today because I got loads of stories, as you can probably tell, and nothing else to talk about. So let's start off with how I fucked up my credit. You would never guess that a face like this would have credit like the way that it is. My credit score right now is in the fives, close to the sixes, but I was at one point in the threes like a year ago. I was in the 370 something. But I did, and I knew I was there. It wasn't like I was shocked, or I've never been the type to say, fuck my credit, fuck that. I've never been that type. But what had happened was we were living like in like a where most of y'all hoes would not want to live. If you do live currently, you trying to move about that bitch. We was in that type of neighborhood. And I'm not gonna lie, my neighbors were cool. I had really cool neighbors. I never really had an issue. My car never got broken into. My apartment never got broken into. I had a really good experience at this complex, with the exception of people that did not live there coming in, and then there was a shooting in the parking lot that my family and I, yes, all five of us, witnessed from our apartment window. And we saw it from start to finish, child, the altercation and everything. And I mean, the kids not so much, because once it started getting rowdy, I sent them away from the window. But Malcolm and I did watch the altercation take place. And there was gunfire, not exchange, baby. It was a one-way street, and there were two people in the car. One person did not survive, but that's neither here nor there. Actually, it is, because I was like, fuck this, I'm moving. I'm not gonna live in this bitch. No, ma'am, I don't think so. If it was just me, I really wouldn't give a fuck. Honestly, if it was just me, I probably would not have the job that I had at the time. I probably would still be living in my parents' home. And I probably wouldn't have been there to see the shit in the first place. But because I did live there and I did see it, I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm out this bitch. And so are me and my children's and my family. So Malcolm and I discussed, because coincidentally, this all happened like a month or two before we were supposed to renew our lease. So we're thinking like, oh shit, we only got a month to find somewhere. It had to be 2 months, because you have a certain amount of days before your lease like starts over. They say, hey, we're going to stay or go. So we gave them the, we're not staying in this bitch no more type of spiel, even though we already told them we were. After that, there was a massive shooting that I witnessed, so that can change a couple things. In case you're wondering, if you're in a fucked up situation where you live at, because some fucked up shit around you is going on, you can get out your lease, bitch, for free and get your security deposit back. If there's some shit going on where you feel unsafe, uncomfortable, threatened, harassed, whatever, you can get the fuck up out of there. So that's what I did. So what I did was, I looked everywhere that I wanted to live, not everywhere that wanted me to live there. So anywhere with a big flag or a sign or first month free, all of those places, I'm like, fuck no, I'm not living there. I know why you're asking me to live there. You can't get a motherfucker to stay. You're looking for people who are desperate for housing to come to your shit. That's why you have it special. I don't know where you guys are from, but if you are from the region I'm from Florida, you've been in a Publix, you've been in a Walmart. Sorry. This thing just gonna keep dropping lower and lower. And you see the type of people that you run into in Publix and the type of people you run into in Walmart. And this is no shade, because I be in both of them motherfuckers. I shop at both places, and it's cool. And then if you've ever been to Winn-Dixie, you know the Winn-Dixie's like right in the middle, because ain't nobody in Winn-Dixie. But then you have, Publix with generally, people who shop at Publix are older, paler, and basically do not have budgeting at the forefront of their concerns while they're shopping in this establishment. They go there for the quality of service. They go there for the quality of product. They're not going there for the price. Because if that's the case, nobody would be in fucking Publix. Unless they're going for the chicken. Chicken's fucking banging. I don't care if you white, black, Puerto Rican, or Chinese. Publix fried chicken is off the motherfucking chain. But anyway. So I'm not looking at price friendly at the time because I'm not trying to move to another shooting. I'm not trying to move where these motherfuckers got evicted to go move to. The fuck? No. I'm going somewhere none of you motherfuckers will be shooting. I'm going to the Publix of the neighborhoods. Damn it. Matter of fact, it's 2 of them hoes around my house now, bitch. Because I said I was going to get the fuck up out of there. And I did. So, first, while all this is going on, I'm in the process of getting hired from a contracted temporary employee to a permanent city employee. I'm in the process, meaning like, I saw this house. The house was expensive as fuck. I'm talking like pretty much almost double what I was paying at my other place. We were paying like $8, maybe even $7.80 something at the apartment. This place was like $12.50. $12.50. And that's not including lights, water. You know, the 8 something was including my water bill. You know, my light bill was like $40. It's an apartment. It's not a big thing, but this was like a house. I did not want neighbors anymore. I didn't want to know anybody around me like that. Like, you know your neighbor in an apartment. I want to know my neighbors like that, right? So I see this house. I view the house, and guess what? It's fully furnished, which makes this price a little more like, it's not that bad. Yeah, okay. You got everything I need? Okay. Beds? Okay. So I did not have to move shit but my clothes, which helped because in our apartment we're on the 3rd floor, and I did not want to move all that shit down, up, down, whatever. So I'm moving to this place. But I tell the lady renting me the house that I make this amount of money, when really I make like this amount of money. So but I got a note from my employer saying, hey, look, she makes this right now, but she's going to be making this in about 2 months once this process is over. And that was enough to get me in the door. Now, the door almost got shut because she did a background check on me, and I do have a slight criminal background, but it's very slight, okay? So slight that a bitch moved in that motherfucker out the hood. My neighbor's name was fucking Sandy, for Christ's sakes. That was her legal given name. Her real name's not Sandra. Her mama named her Sandy. And Sandy was at least 65. All of my neighbors were 60 and up, and I fucking loved it. It was amazing. Except there were some kids in the neighborhood, that went to school, which we moved to a better school, because in the old apartment, that neighborhood, that school was a fucking F. And they were begging my kids to stay because my kids were the ones that brought them up from an F to whatever the fuck they were at when we left. And I'm like, no, my kids are not going to hold your school afloat. They need to thrive, not survive. They need to thrive. Okay? They need to reap some benefits from the knowledge they are acquiring at this school. Okay? So, we super upgraded. I'm talking we upgraded. A bitch had a whole house with a front yard, very first front yard, backyard, very first backyard. I mean, mine. I grew up in a house with a front and backyard and side yard area and 2 dogs and a picket fence. But that wasn't mine. That was my mama and them's. This was mine, kind of. It was mine for the time because I was renting it. But I was out the hood, and unfortunately, moving in that bitch was a nightmare, like money-wise, because I had to come out of pocket like a lot. Like that shit, because I had a criminal background and because I did not make what the fuck I said I made. My credit was good as fuck though, which helped me a lot. My credit was almost at an 8 motherfucking hundred. My credit was banging. But so this what it happened. This when it all got kind of mucked up. Okay, so little baby wanted my deposit and first month's rent, right, before I could move in, right? And I'm like, damn, ho, that's like 24. That's over $1,000. That was like $2,500 she wanted from me, right? And I'm like, look, that's 3. Damn, that was $2,600 this bitch wanted. I'm like, look, okay, not a problem. When can we move in? Okay, I'm trying to play it cool on my end because I don't want this bitch to think there's any doubt that I can pay her because I needed this house. It was the only fucking house, the only living arrangement that the budget compared to what I made didn't throw up red flags, right? The rent compared to what I made didn't throw up red flags. It's the only person, and we was running out of time. I literally had like 3 weeks left. And I don't know if if y'all have never applied to any kind of apartment or housing place, it takes like 3 weeks to even get approved in a motherfucker because you got to get your background check. You got to get your pay stubs. You got to do an application fee for every adult in the fucking house every fucking time. And that stuff was getting very pricey in a month. In a month's time to look at umpteen amount of places, it was like, no. I listed 4 places I could afford to apply to, and that's what the fuck I did. You know, for the 2 of us. So the application fee for her was like fucking $150. And then it was $30 for a background check. And fortunately, Malcolm doesn't have a background. I do. So that kind of fucked us up a little bit as far as timing goes. Because it took up a whole nother week. Because I had to go back to when I did that shit and prove to this lady that I am not a habitual criminal. I had a hiccup. I drank some water and flushed that shit out. Okay? So that was that. And then you got to get your life. There's a lot of money involved. And I had the money. I would have had the money if I did not pay my car payment at the time. So I had the money for everything. Right? Including paying my car. I had money for everything. But I did not have money for food. So it was like car that I always pay or food that I need. So I did not pay the car that month. I even told Malcolm, I was like, look, I've been paying this car religiously since day one. We can afford to miss a payment. Just a couple weeks till we get our next check. I get my first check from this new job. Then we can catch up on this car. Right? Well, I forgot about that conversation. And a bitch never paid the car. Like, ever. Like, I never paid that shit. Never. I never paid it. I never even thought about that shit. Not one time. Not one motherfucking time did I ever say, ooh, I almost forgot to pay the car. Not one fucking time. At all. And I got in that bitch every day and took my ass to work. I did not think about paying the car because eventually other shit happened like it always does, which is why you should just pay your bills. It doesn't matter what you plan to do. Pay that shit when it's due. If you can't pay it then, you ain't never gonna pay it. So just pay it and be out the ass for a little bit and then get out your hole or you're gonna end up like me. Okay? Talking to yourself. Trying to make a living off of fucking YouTube because your credit fucking sucks. Anyway, I'm at work one day, months later. I'm talking like 7. Just kidding. I'm not kidding. It was 7 months later, like 7 or 8 months later, because when I So this lady rented us the house and only signed for, she did a 6-month lease saying like, hey, we'll do 6 months. It was kind of rushed. We'll see if you like it. We'll see how it goes. Because there was a lot of shady shit on my background. Like, I had a history. I did not make what I said I was supposed to make. Like, my check stubs didn't match. You know, if she did my debt to income ratio off of my current income at the time, it just was not a, if I was renting a house to somebody, it would be like, bitch, you better take your ass on. I don't give a fuck where you coming from. You know what I'm saying? But I literally had to like beg this lady to let me move in. 6 months later, this bitch told some, I think I want to sell my house. It's been real. I'm like, 6 months? Bitch, I gave up all of my personal furniture that I purchased to live in this home that you told me you were looking to rent for years to come. Okay? I threw all that shit out. I had to, because I had to move. I had to. In my mind, I was like, bitch, you got to go. Which I really did. I really did have to go. And after that, okay, yeah, so we ended up having to move at the last minute again. And it was really frustrating because not only this time are we moving with nothing, like no furniture or nothing, because all that shit was hers, right? Because I gave all mine away to move into this fully furnished house in November, right? So 7 months later, we moved to another place because that 6th month, she's like, hey, I decided I don't want to renew it. I want to sell it. I'll give you guys a couple weeks to find somewhere to go, but this ain't the place. Well, in the meantime, in that 6 months, I had not paid my car. And it showed that I had not been paying no car for 6 months. And my credit changed drastically in less than a year. It went from a 7-something to like a 4-something. Yes, bitch. Yes. Yes. I'm not fucking lying. And that's the only thing I did not pay. Only. Okay, so meet this guy to look at his house. And it's actually not him in the home. It's a couple, older black couple. And I'm like, oh my God, your family's so beautiful. You know, we had the girls with us and everything. I'm like, your family's so beautiful. You guys are great. I can feel your energy. I feel your spirit. And I'm going to tell homeboy that we want you guys to move in here. And I'm like, bitch. Listen, my energy is some fierce shit. My intensity, my heart is big. My heart is so big. And like, I really don't have to tell motherfuckers that my heart is big because people really do be feeling my vibes. Like, when I say it's a vibe, bitch, it really is a vibe. Like, don't get it twisted. Before that song fucking came out, I liked the song at one point, but then was like, fuck it. Everybody don't got the vibe. All you hoes can't sing this song, okay? This song is specific for a certain group of bitches like me. It's a vibe. I got the vibe. My vibe so strong, bitch, it overshadowed a motherfucking credit score. Bitch, where they do that at? Where? Where? Ow, where? Okay, so I just keep hitting the fuck out of my elbows. So the lady's like, you know what? It doesn't matter about your credit as long as you can pay the rent on time. He's gonna be fine. Don't worry about your credit, girl. You're good. We'll vouch for you. I'm like, bitch. Like, I met this lady. I looked through her house and I talked to her for like 10, maybe 15 minutes tops. And her husband ain't say shit. Malcolm ain't say shit. We just all looked at the house and me and her were japping away. You know how women do when we're in mixed company. Usually we gravitate towards the woman and we talk woman shit. Like, the kitchen is nice. The bathroom is nice. Women like the kitchen and the bathroom. It's the place that we always keep kind of fucked up too, because that's our favorite place to be. But it doesn't matter because at the time, I really didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. I did not even notice there was literally no way to get to my backyard with a lawnmower. No way. There's no, because it's townhomes, so all my neighbors have fences. There's no like side space on the side of each townhome for me to run I gotta bring that shit through my house. But at the time, I didn't give a fuck. I still don't give a fuck. Fuck, I don't care. I don't care. This is a blessing. So anyway, I'm like, cool, let's see if this works. So sure enough, it works. The lady that was currently renting vouched for me to the landlord. I hate calling him a landlord because he's so nice. But vouched to me to homeboy saying, hey, these people are really cool. We want them in here. They can do it. We trust them. We know them. They're great. I don't know what the fuck she said. I'm guessing that's what she said because the dude called me like right after we left. Like, hey, when can y'all move in? So literally, this lady was pulling out with her shit, and we were pulling in with our shit. Like, we moved that fast because I had to, because otherwise I had to keep paying this other bitch rent until I moved the fuck out. Which, now looking back, I should have just stayed in that bitch and made her evict me, but I don't want that on my history. I already got a motherfucking... Anyway, so move into this house, right? All the while, month 7 of me not paying this shit, still have not paid my car payment. So one day I'm at work, and one of the drivers, who does not speak English very well, is like, mira la ventana. I'm like, look at the window. Look at the window. And I look out, and sure enough, my car is getting fucking repoed. First time ever happened. I had no clue what was going on. My coworker, who is a 60-year-old Portuguese lady, is sprinting in the parking lot after this car, thinking somebody stole my shit. But I did not let them hoes know. No, they're supposed to take it. Don't run. It's fine. It's a repo. I ain't paying my shit. So, but I didn't even know it was a repo at the time. Because I'm telling you, when I say I did not think about this fucking car, I did not think about the fucking car. So anyway, they come back. They're like, hey, you ain't getting this shit back. Give me the key, so I have to charge you extra to get in your shit. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yada, yada, yada. Long story short, I had to pay like $1,000 something to get my car out. Car payment was only $300 something a month. I had to pay like $1,200 to get the shit out of the repo thing, and then pay the repo people for taking all my shit out. And I'm like, $1,500. Now, if I ain't have the $300 to pay y'all motherfuckers every month since November, what make you think all of a sudden I just got $1,500 laying the fuck around? I don't. So take it. Take the motherfucking car. What else am I gonna do? Right? Right. So that was heartbreaking. Actually, smiled through that whole experience. I don't fucking know how, but I'm sure I'll cry about it one day when I try to go get a home and they pull up this motherfucking repo. Anyway, so yeah, so between November of 2016 and June or July of 2017, my shit dropped, bro. Super dropped. So now Malcolm got a cash car, and I'm driving our other vehicle that we're currently making payments on. And that shit is even more expensive than my car was. But that's the price you pay when you try to fucking get up out the motherfucking hood. You gotta sacrifice some shit, bitch. And I sacrificed my credit, bitch. That's real love. You ain't a real mama. You ain't a real down-ass bitch till you sacrifice your credit for a motherfucker. Your credit. My shit was good. I didn't even know my shit was good till I went to go apply for home, the first house that we moved into, and the bitch was like, damn, your credit's a 7 motherfucking whatever. And I'm like, damn. I know. Duh. Bitch, I knew that. That's why I'm here. I actually had no clue what a credit score even really consisted of until I had to move into this house. So, and that's also when I found out how quick that shit can change. But I'm trying to build it up and not go broke in the meantime. And that's what I'm doing with this book. And that's how my car got repoed. And now my life is just like, I mean, my credit's back up now, but it ain't no 7 motherfucking something. That bit in the 5s. But I brought it up, and I'm bringing it up, but my God, like, credit is just like the worst fucking thing. And every time I go to budget, I just get reminded of how much money I don't have. And trying to merge like my finances with like positive manifestations and melt it into my energy mixed with health. I'm a stressed out bitch. Okay, let me tell you what, I'm a stressed motherfucker, but that's okay because all stress is not bad stress, and I think that this stress is good stress, and it's cool. So I'm gonna try again and keep trying to get my shit together. But and I really hate like advice from motherfuckers like, you know what you need to do? It's like, you know, you need to mind your motherfucking business. You need to get your shit together before you start telling me how to get my shit together. Because, bitch, if your shit was together, you wouldn't be hanging around with a not shit together ass bitch like me. That's my nice answer. That's what I really want to say. Oh, you know about fucked up credit? It's like, because yours is fucked up too? I don't need your help, bitch. I need Oprah, okay? I need God, okay? Not you. Not you, boo, with your 40 credit cards. Only got one, and I just got that motherfucker. And I only got it to pay my light bill. To boost my credit. Because my credit sucks ass right now. But it's not going to suck ass anymore. We're finna be sucking titties soon enough. Hallelujah. Moving up. Moving on up. From the ass to the titties. That was bad. I should crop that out. That was really bad. That was so graphic. But you know what? That's how I talk, okay? That's just how the fuck I talk. By the way, I really like orange. I never knew that I liked orange or red, but I find that I look really good in warm shades. It must be my energy. The only thing I really don't like wearing is pink. I don't fuck with pink. Like, the fuck? Okay, I gotta go. But yes. But yeah, that's pretty much generally how my credit got fucked up. At least that's the story that I'm sticking to. But yeah, until next time, thanks for tuning in to my story time about my fucked up credit. Yeah! Peace, guys. Peace.